are one of my biggest Arctic unboxings I have ever gotten and will probably ever do. What's up, everybody? It's our Mike, and as you can see, we have a giant Arctic box, and you can already tell what that is. It's right there. Let's go ahead and let's crack open the small one first. So first off, I would like to say good afternoon to all my coffee drinkers, tumbler users, and French press peeps. This is our Mike. And yes, we have two packages from Arctic. And we'll open up, like I said, the smaller one first, which takes up most of the scene here. Arctic did not sponsor this video, nor was I in contact with them about promoting anything from them. So this is two packages that I had purchased with my own hard-earned money. And we're cracking into the small one first because it has quite a few things in it. Two of these things are not for me to keep. Two are for a couple of my friends. They wanted something, and I told them, hey, I'm putting in an order, so if you guys want, just add what you want into this package that I'm purchasing. So we have a new, let's just pull everything out, and we'll go over what is in here. Two. Three. And four. So, as you can see, we have four Arctics. And I'm pretty sure you can tell what is what. So obviously these are all 36-ounce bottles. One is for myself. One is for one of my friends, Joe, my friend Kristen, and my wife. She was wanting a new bottle as well. So we'll just open up one of each. I'm not going to physically take everything out. They're all the same, basically. So for the ladies, this is the teal bottle, Arctic bottle, as you can see here. Let me shift this over. Get us into some focus. Yeah, this is the teal 36-ounce. Keeps ice up to 24 hours. Keeps things hot for up to 6 hours. 18 by 8 stainless steel. No sweat exterior. And as you can tell, this is a gloss. It is a nice and shiny gloss. There is a sticker in there too. So this one will probably be for my wife, like I said. And then I will... Anything else in there? No, nothing else in our box. I'll save the other one for my friend Kristen. These bottles, they are on sale right now. Arctic, as you all know, their slogan, overbuilt, not overpriced. Now that is not their original slogan. We will go over some history on them as well as we break into other things. That is not their original slogan. If you know what their original slogan is, go on ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. The other bottle we have here, this one is for myself. This is the matte navy blue, or their sandblast matte navy blue, I believe is what they call it on their site. And as you can see, Arctic, same deal. One thing I do want to test, since I have my other bottle here, this is my gloss version of this bottle, which is getting pretty banged up, not gonna lie. That one I'm gonna keep for camping, and this new one I'll probably keep for home and work use. Give my lid a little rinse. So this lid here is a Yeti lid, and it fits like a glove. So yes, Yeti lids, current version of the Yeti lids, do work with current Arctic bottles. Now, one thing that a lot of people have said online, I'm sure you may have seen it as well, aren't Arctic and Yeti the same company? No, they are not. I've done some research, and I will add stuff to the video description as I go, but Arctic and Yeti are two different companies. They are not sub-companies of one another. They are two different brothers from two different families, so completely different. And actually, for those of you that have dug into history on it, Yeti sold off or the brothers that started Yeti, sold off like 2/3 of their share of the company to a private company out of New York. So there is some knowledge for you. And the current brothers that started RTIC are still running RTIC to this day. But yeah, these are our two bottles. So next, or two different type of bottles. So next, let's shift and check out the big box. All right, so before we move on to the big box, one last thing I do want to show you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to the RTIC bottles here, obviously, like I said, this is my new one. I already took the decal off, I already washed it. You can see how everything beads up inside very nicely. The outside of the bottle looks good. You can see everything beading on here. Always hand wash. Always hand wash. Don't use any super scrub brushes, no Brillo pads, none of that stuff. Just hand wash with like a foam type of brush, or one that's made for cleaning cups and stuff. That's what I use. And like it says in here, just to review service and support, care instructions: do not place in the dishwasher, hand wash only. Wash thoroughly before initial use. Do not use bleach or cleaners containing chlorine to clean. Do not place in the freezer, and do not place it in the microwave. So freezer, reason why too is because these paint jobs that they do, they can crack if you put these things in the freezer. You can mess up the exterior to these pretty easily. Use caution. Hot beverages will remain hot for several hours. And like they say, their slogan, overbuilt, not overpriced. And things do stay hot. We have used our bigger version of the RTIC, the 64 ounce, which actually I think I have over here on the corner of the kitchen. Give me 1 second. Yes, the big old 64 ounce. We did use this for hot chocolate during the Parade of Lights here in Colorado, and we took a ton of hot chocolate. I cannot even really fit the sucker in frame. Voila, the big 64 ounce, and then the 30. What is this one? The 36 ounce. And our 64 is an RTIC. There is our RTIC badging down below, and obviously this is the older 64 ounce because that's the older badging, but it is using a Yeti lid yet again. And just to prove that the newer versions work with the Yeti lid, I do have our other flip top with straw Yeti lid, and it lines right up and fits nice and tight. So one thing to keep in mind with these, if you use a Yeti lid, or even if you can get a hold of RTIC's versions of the flip top or the screw off top for sports drinks and stuff, if you put anything in here that has bubbles and carbonation to it, it is using this, it is going to squirt out at you. So keep that in mind. I recommend only doing water if you're going to do this type of flip top with the straw. Only do water with that. Don't do anything carbonated, just for your own safety. You don't want stuff flying out at you while you're driving and whatnot. So, and RTIC, if you guys can please explain to me why your guys' lids go so fast. I don't know why, but like this type of screw off top, sports top, and your guys' lids like fly off the shelves. I would love to know why that is, why you guys cannot keep up with demand with those. So, but yeah, these are great bottles. I definitely like them. And here is the, like I said, oh snap, this is my coffee cup, now matches my bottle. And like I said earlier, I will just use this one for camping and four-wheeling and all that stuff. So, and yeah, I need to get a new lid too, because you guys can see I have a good size crack in this sucker. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to the big boy here, and let's crack into this sucker. All right, it's time to break into the big box. Now, as it says on the box here, do not use blades to open, because they do not want you damaging your cooler that is inside. Luckily enough, there is a little bit of their RTIC tape that happens to run the whole length of that side. For the most part, I got the flaps a little bit there, and I might not be able to get grip on that side. So, I do happen to have one of the safety utility knives here. That just is the blade that comes out just a little bit. We're going to use that just to crack into this tape there. I'll hold that up, make one cut. And then same thing on this side. Small slit. Something just to grab on. that. And there's the big boy sitting right there on top. So, obviously this is going to be quite hard to pull out. See how strong this bag is. Alright. Pause it for a second. Alright, so box is out of the frame. Get into this big boy. So, one of the reasons why I wanted to pick up this cooler is because A, it is their Labor Day sale going on. So if you have not been on RTIC's website, go check it out. Flip that puppy around. And B, I did not want to pay an outrageous price for a Yeti, and I know RTICs are quite good coolers. So just to drop a little bit of knowledge on you guys before we open it up and look at the inside. RTIC was founded back in 2015 by two brothers. Now these are not the same two brothers that started Yeti. These brothers are named John and Jim Jacobson. They are the original founders, and they are still in charge of RTIC as a company. So let's go on ahead and pull this badge off. And while I do that, do you guys know, guys and girls, do you know what the original slogan is of RTIC? Not the current slogan, but their original slogan. If you do, leave it in the comments below, and if you don't, just hang out till the end of the video. So as their tag says here, designed in Cypress, Texas, RTIC. This is the RTIC 65 Tan. They do make this cooler in a blue and a white as well. And you go to arcticcoolers.com, and that is pretty much it for that tag. Let's go ahead and crack open the inside here and take a look at what we got going on. Obviously, our good pull tabs. And that is really about it. It is one giant cooler, as you can see. Obviously, they tell you, hey, make sure you do not put your kids in this. Do not lock them in. We have our good rubber seals. I'm going to switch to my gimbal, and that way we can get a much better look. Alright, so I have moved us out to just right outside the kitchen, right next to my dining room table here. And this way we can have a much better look at it. And on the sides of the RTIC here, we have our spots where you can put padlocks through, lock it down. And we have our handles. There's drain spouts. These handles are a nice thick rubber, and then they have a, as you can tell, there is a core there. There's an actual plastic core. So that way you're not gonna have a plastic core and then your rubber grip. So they're quite nice. It's a nice braiding. I like all that. Well built, obviously, like they say. Overbuilt, not overpriced. Let's go around to the other side. You actually do have another one as well. So you do have another drain spout. So you get two different drain spouts. Are marking that this is a 65. Same thing, same handle. There's our warnings. Obviously some strap grooves, so that way if you do strap this down in a vehicle, it is not going to go anywhere. You got some spots to anchor with. These slits on the inside are probably for accessories, honestly. There are accessories out there for this, just like you would find with your Yetis, so you can get all kinds of things to go with it. On the inside, what I wanted to look at was these seals. These rubber seals, the big things. That's what makes these puppies stay cool for so long. So looking at this rubber seal, obviously it is a nice thick rubber gasket that they have going along. Almost like looks to be almost like a 2-ply piece. A 2-ply gasket going all the way along. And there is no break in it. You do not see a break in the seam until your other side right here. That is your only break where they had to stop. So as long as that doesn't separate, you don't have to worry about losing anything in here. And going off hand and just off what I've seen with RTICs, that won't happen. I don't think we will have that issue at all with this. So one thing that does not come in your giant cooler is any other decals. There are no decals in this sucker at all. I was hoping to have at least one like big one or something. I thought that would have been cool. But yeah, plenty of other things to get with these Arctic coolers. You can get your divider. That's what these grooves are for if you want to add in the divider. You can split this into 2 spots. There are also your slots here for the racks, for the like hanging shelves that are a rail, that are a mesh shelving, that are metal that you can put in so you can slide it from side to side. So quite a few different things out there for these big Arctic coolers. And yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. This is going to be a well-used investment for myself because we do plan to do some more camping, and it will work perfectly when we're going 4-wheeling as well. So if you all like the video, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yeah, these are some awesome coolers. I'm glad I've finally been able to pinch some pennies and save up and get one. Check out their website, and I will include some information. And oh yeah, what I said earlier about, do you know what the original slogan is? The original Arctic slogan is half the price of a Yeti and holds more ice. And Arctic itself isn't an acronym, doesn't stand for anything, but if it did, I do agree with somebody that wrote this awesome post. Really terrific ice chests. So that is how we will end this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, leave any information down below that you know of about Arctic versus Yeti. And yeah, I'll add some links of information that has been posted online that is retroable, good info. So I hope to hear from you in the comment section, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.